Hello everyone, welcome to Shet Vidya Mandir Junior College of Commerce and Science audio video lecture series. This is your maths professor Jaya Sharma, and this video we will be seeing maths paper 1 lesson number 1 mathematical logic. We will see the values inside truth table using different connectives for given number of statements. Once again students, this video we will be seeing the values of truth table. Now let's see how we what I am going to do here is, in this one single table I am going to explain you all the connectives together. See, I have taken first two columns P and Q. These are two statements. Let's say P and Q are any two statements given, and then I have used different columns representing different connectives. Here I have used a negation P. Same when you understand how negation is applied to one of the statement, same way it is applied to all the statements. Next column I have taken the connective and, see the symbol P and Q. The next column is P or Q with or connective. After that P implies Q, and then last column P double implication Q. Now let's see how we write down the truth values and how we get its answers or results according to the connectives used. I am going to explain this taking only two statements at a time. Now suppose we have P and Q two statements given, and now how many rows will be required? How to check that out? Number of rows. We use 2 raised to n formula, where n is number of statements. Okay, so now in this example I have taken two statements. One statement is P and one statement is Q. So here if two statements are considered, then total number of rows would be 2 raised to 2, that is 4 rows. And whatever total number of rows you get here, you have to divide it into two parts. So 2 parts for true and 2 parts for false value. So we will write here as T, F, F. Okay, for all examples you will do same way. First statement I will write T, F, F, and for the second statement I will write T, F, F. Okay. Third one, negation of P. So whatever you have in P, its negation. See, negation of true is false. So here we get F, and for false negation is true, and then here also true. Okay. Next, the connective is AND connective, P and Q. Now in this it will be very easy to understand the AND connective if you consider the digital values of true and false, which is 1 for true and 0 for false. Okay, and try to use multiplication operator while getting the result. So you will never forget the correct answer here. Instead of mugging up the tables, see what we can do. P and Q. So 1 into 1 is 1. You will get the answer true. 1 into 0 is 0. So you will get the answer false. 0 into 1, 0. So answer is false. That is, see, these results are coming for AND connective. T and F is F. F and T is F. F and F is F. No need to by heart this anytime. Okay. Next one, OR connective. Here you can use the mathematical operator plus. So you will get 1 plus 1. Now when we are working with binary digits, that is 1 and 0. 1 plus 1 is 10. So we take here 1. We get T. 1 plus 0, 1. Then 0 plus 1, 1. So we write true. And then 0 plus 0, 0. So we get false. Okay, I hope this is understood. Next connective is implication. P implies Q. Now in this, one thing you need to remember is when true implies F, answer will be F. Rest every time it will be true. Okay, just remember this. T implies F is F, else true. So let's check out. T implies T, I said it will come true. T implies F will be F. F implies T will be T, and F implies F will be T. Only one rule you have to remember here, that T implies F will give you F. Our last connective, double implication. It is also denoted as written as IFF. If P double implies Q. Now in this what we need to remember, whenever the answers or whenever the truth values are same, then the answer will be true. As in this case, T double implies T, answer will be true. And the last one, F double implies F, answer will be true. Okay, in double implication we have to remember this. Whenever the truth values are same, the result will be true, else it will be false. Here T double implies F and F double implies T will give us F as the result. So this is an overview of all the connectives. I have shown it in a single table. Please pause the video for a few seconds and write it down in your book, and then we will move towards solving the sums using these results of truth table. Next, just after knowing the values, how results are written using the truth tables, let's take out one sum. I have taken this question, negation P or Q and R. Now here see, P, Q, R, there are three statements taken, and this is a question given to us. They are asking us to make a truth table for this. Now see, previously I explained how you will find out how many number of rows should be there. This is just a confirmation step. Let's say 2 raised to n. This is the formula to find out how many total number of rows would be required to solve a particular sum, where n is number of statements. Now in this question which I have taken, there are 3 statements. So we will get 2 raised to 3, that is 8 rows. Divide this into half, 4 true and 4 false values. So for the first column, you take down T, 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 T 4 times, and then take down F value 4 times. Okay, this was our first column. And then for the second statement, what we will do, we will write 2 times T and then 2 times F. Okay, this way. And then for the third column, R, we will write once T, once F. So T, F, T, F, T, F, T, F. Now, this is something which we have got from the question, because 3 statements were there. So I got 3 columns here for the 3 statements. Then how many columns would be required? How do we understand that? Now see, looking at the question, mere by practice you will understand to write this directly. But initially I will explain one thing. There is a formula m plus n, where m is number of connectives used in the question, and n is number of statements. Okay, so now in this question which I have taken, we have 1, 2, 3 statements, and how many connectives? Negation, or, and. 3 statements, 3 connectives. So what we will get here, m plus n value, 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. That means total 6 columns should be there. Now how do we understand what columns are to be needed? Now see, we have in the question negation of something and negation of the whole thing written inside the bracket. So we need to solve what is given inside the bracket first. We will take P or Q. So that will be my next column, P or Q. I will get value for this, which I will compare with R. With and is the connective. So I will take next column as P or Q and R. Okay, this would be my next column. And then last one. So negation. Once I get answer of this, then I just have to find negation of whole thing which is asked. So my last column would be negation of P or Q and R. Okay, so this would be the total number of columns that will be needed to solve this sum. Let's cross check with the formula which we have used. M plus n, 3 plus 3, that is 6. So total 6 columns should be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have done correct. Let's proceed further. Now according to what we saw in the truth tables, okay, this is not at all suggestible that you make the truth table first only and then keep on copying it. Okay, what you need to do is remember, I said the addition of mathematical operator, you will use that with binary digits. 1 and 0. 1 is used for true and 0 is used for false. Now P or Q, that is these two. Okay, better if you use the other hand and try to write the results properly here. T and T. So plus 1 plus 1, 1 T, T, here also T, 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 and a 0 plus 0, F and F. Okay, so this is the value we got for P or Q. Now when I am solving, you also check if I am going right. Okay, the next one is P or Q and R. So you have to check like this. Fine. And multiplication operator, 1 into 1, 1. So we get here T, F, T, F. You're understanding how I'm getting the result. See, 1 into 1, 1. So true. 0 into 1, 0. So false. 1 into 1, 1. So true. 0 into 1, 0. So I get false. Okay. T into T and T. That will give you T. 1 into 1, 1. So I got here T. Here F, F and F. I hope this is understood. Just check out once again. T, F, T and then triple F. Okay. Now next, last column. Negation of this, column number 5. So just if it is a true, negation will be false. If it is a false, negation will be true. So I get answer here. Be attentive and you will get through all the correct answers. Okay, just check it once again whether the negation are written correct. Fine. Now according to me, I have done it right. Now one more thing I will explain here. So a big main type of question will be covered. There are 3 results. That is, one is tautology and contradiction. Third one is contingency. Okay. Now you will be asked questions like this, that solve the following statement using truth tables and find out whether the given statement is a tautology, contradiction or contingency. Now how you will state the answer? Using the last column result. See, last column, this is the final result and values for whole statement pattern which was given to us, right? So here when you check out the values, I have got F, T, F, T, F, T, T, T all mixed. So this is a result of contingency. F, T, F, T, it will come mixed up. Now when you get this final result, that is the result for the whole statement pattern which is asked in question, if it is all true values, then it is called as a tautology. If you get all the values as false, then that statement pattern is called as contradiction. And if you get mixed like this, then it is called contingency. So here we come to an end of a special type of question in which we find out whether the given statement pattern is a tautology, contradiction or contingency. Main part was we have seen the truth table of all the connectives. Please see that you practice this once and the whole lesson will be done, because this entire lesson is based on how you write the results of different connectives using the truth tables. Okay, so practice well and thank you for watching this video.